Hello students, welcome back to Grisaille part 2. So there's a picture of the final product, and then we'll go through and kind of see how we start to build those values up. So on the left you have your photo of the still life, and on the right what we're going to start doing is now I'm going to start painting with white, with light grays. I can mix black and white as much as I want to get any value that I'm going to need to create the forms. So I'm starting with the dodecahedron. So there's the different planes and they're all kind of pentagon shaped. And I'm kind of going through and kind of maybe starting with some of the lighter ones and then kind of moving to some darker ones. Here I'm working on the shark, kind of putting in like a lighter value, and then I kind of blend it out and then add a little bit back in. So the purpose of this stage, which is the block-in stage, is we are trying to go through and completely put paint pretty much everywhere on the canvas. It's almost like you're going through, you have all your notes, you know where the lights are, you know where the shadows are. And now what you're going to do is try your best to put paint everywhere, describe all the values, and kind of turn it into a complete painting. It's like a window into the still life. So I'm doing some highlights here on the bottle, going back and putting some brighter highlights on the dodecahedron. And then I'm probably going to switch to some darker values. I generally like to do that first. In the last video we finished with scrubbing in some shadow values. And then I will usually go to some light values when I start to paint in the block-in stage. So that's what we just finished. And now I'm starting to go in with some middle values and some darker values to start to get, the middle tones. And then we'll maybe go all the way to the darker ones. And once we have all that blocked in, it doesn't have to be finished. We're just trying to get quite a bit of paint, close to the right value in the right area or the right zone. It doesn't have to be perfect. The next video that we do, I will start to focus in on the details and really kind of perfecting all the different parts of this painting. But for now, all I'm really trying to do is go through, get the paint down. I put a dark gray up there. If it's not dark enough, I'll add a little bit more dark to it. Here I'm starting to kind of evaluate some of the blacks, the darker values that I'm trying to see. So I'm going through, adding a little bit of kind of like a darker tone overall to the bottle because it is so dark. And I will go back in and add more to it. One of the advantages of oil paint is I can kind of get a good guess at it right now. And as it starts to dry and I'm painting, by the end of the session, it gets very, very easy to start to change things gradually and to blend things easily. And so that's what we're going to be looking for near the end of this painting as we move into the detail stage. Right now, I've got most everything has some paint on it. I think the only thing that I need to add to, and here it is putting a little bit of value on the label on top of the bottle. So I think this is about it for this stage. We've got everything kind of covered with some paint, and then we'll start back in for the next one with the detail stage.